Ryan Presley, who got a 5-out save in Game 5, is on there for the 9th inning. Astros 3 outs away from a world championship. And this guy has been dynamite.
Yeah, he has, and it's really because of his breaking balls, and they just don't hit it. In the year, it's only 138. It got even better in the postseason, 111.
Having trouble with the pitch count here. The device in his hat that lets him hear the signs from Martin Maldonado. Not often that happens in your home stadium, but it's not often you pitch in your home stadium with a chance to win the World Series. As they get this figured out, remind you that the World Baseball Classic is back, an exclusive on Fox, all beginning March 2023. Go to worldbaseballclassic.com for more information. That man there is going to play for Team USA. He's going to bat third in this 9th inning. It's Hoskins, Realmuto, and Harper against Presley.
Well, to state an obvious, every closer knows, no matter what the situation is, get the first hitter out.
Hoskins, who is 0 for his last 13, swings and misses. Strike one.
You grind hard no matter what the circumstances are. Obviously, if it's just a one-run game, it's one swing can tie the game, but he has 3 runs to work with. But you don't want that leadoff guy to get on.
A little bit outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Presley came over at the deadline in 2018, so he's looking for his first ring. So many of these Astros are. Presley's 1-1 pitch. Bounce foul, and it's 1-2.
Again, if you haven't seen Presley throw much, he doesn't throw anything straight. Everything cuts. He has tremendous spin on his pitches. So a cutter that is going to be his version of a fastball, and then he throws a knuckle curve that is so fast that it breaks so quickly the hitter has really little time to recognize it.
Hoskins starting the 9th. Pops it up. Tucker. Astros 2 outs away.
You know what, we talk all the time, and you've mentioned what this would mean to the players, what this would mean to Dusty Baker. You know who we forget that it means the most to, probably? The fans. The home fans here that get a chance to get one without any asterisks.
Fans deserve it. Town deserves it. 4-1 in the 9th inning. Bases empty, 1 gone. JT Realmuto lines the ball into center field, and the Phillies have hope. Realmuto with the first hit since Schwarber's home run in the 6th.
And that's why getting the first hitters out is so huge, because now with a runner on, you're always 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning for the double play. And you also know that this man can't tie it up. When you're a closer, you don't care about your sexy stats. You just care about walking in to end the game before they tie it up.
And you look back to that insurance run brought in by Christian Vasquez with a 2-out base hit. Looming large now instead of Harper representing the tying run. Tying run in the on-deck circle in the form of Nick Castellanos. Harper is 0 for 3 here in Game 6. He slices a pop into left. Yordan Alvarez. The Astros are 1 out away. They won their first World Series in their 56th year in 2017. They got back in 2019. They won 107 games that year. They led the World Series 3-2 and then fell short. Last year they got there again. They were favored again and fell to the Braves. Another shot and an out away.
And a lot of cell phones out to capture the moment.
Castellanos. There goes the runner. Fly ball down the right field line. Tucker comes on. Kyle Tucker. This time they finish the job. The Houston Astros, world champions. Dusty Baker has his ring in his 25th year as a manager. Guy that brought credibility and stability back to the Astros in the wake of the scandal. Guy that's been in baseball for more than 50 years. He's a baseball legend. He's a beautiful human being. And he has the ring that everybody wanted him to get.
You know, you're through the Astros and that core 5 players we're talking about as you watch this replay. Everything comes full circle right here. And you feel like you're stuck in quicksand with so much over your head, so much explaining, and it carries over for a long time. Well, you know what? They got out of it. And Dusty Baker got out of his. And what a moment for Houston, and what a moment for the city.
You know, Dusty Baker was a finalist for the Phillies job when they hired Joe Girardi in 2020, and he was crushed when he didn't get it. And he goes back home to California, and he talks with his son, Darren. And Darren says, Dad, maybe you weren't supposed to get that job. Maybe you got to be patient to go where you're meant to be. A week later, the phone rang. It was the Houston Astros. The right man at the right time for the right team. And now world champion as a manager for the first time as the Astros beat the Phillies in 6 games in 2022. Down to that party. Here's Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Jose, you were on third base when Jordan hit that 3-run homer. What did you think when you saw that ball travel 450 feet?
You know, obviously I knew as soon as he hit that one, it was a big, big fly. First time I see that in this ballpark. But, you know, I just was happy because I know how good our guys are in the bullpen. And, you know, by that time, I thought 3-1 would be a good lead for us to give us a chance to win the game. But then Christian came out behind him and get the big, the 4th run. And, you know, like I said, we're just happy we won.
Dusty Baker, what has he meant to this team, Jose?
You know, he means everything. Like I said many, many times, he came here at the right time and, you know, came here in the right team and won his first World Series.
Jose, congratulations. Thank you. Now over to Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Ken. Martin Maldonado, whenever they talk about the 2022 Astros, they'll talk about the rally that began with you. Tell me about your approach with Wheeler, against Wheeler, leading off the inning, and how you moved up closer to home plate and why.
You know, he was running that sinker in really good. Throughout the game, we were chasing sinkers in. So I know right there I got to get on base. You know, my job leading off, got to get on base. So I said, let me get closer, as close as I can. Don't move. Hopefully hit you.
Martin, every game in this series, your pitchers struck out at least 10 batters, 12 more today. Describe the job that this entire pitching staff did to win the World Series.
You know, this pitching staff been amazing all year. The bullpen, our bullpen been really, really good. You know, Framber battled too on first couple of innings, but he settled down. You know, we believe in each other. They trust me, I trust them, and I'm just super excited for the moment.
Martin, thanks so much. Congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joe.
Well, the Astros do it. That cautionary tale of 2019. They came back home with a 3-2 lead. They sealed the deal. They don't mess around. They don't let it get to a Game 7. With a 6th inning where they score 4 runs right after Kyle Schwarber put the Phillies in front and inspired hope in Philadelphia that this could get to a 7th game. But they had the response immediately in support of Framber Valdez and in support of Dusty Baker. A champion for the first time. Back down to Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Yordan Alvarez, that was the 4th time this series you faced Alvarado. How much of a difference did that make?
Fue la 4ª vez en esta serie que te enfrentaste a Alvarado. ¿Qué tanto de diferencia hizo eso?
No, creo que siempre que enfrentaba a él estaba un poco ansioso, ¿no? Sabiendo que tiene un gran sinker. Esta vez lo que hice fue calmarme, elegir un buen lanzamiento y eso fue lo que me ayudó a conectar el batazo.
Yeah, I think every single time I went up there a little bit anxious. Obviously, we know he has a great sinker. This time what I did, I just tried to stay a little bit calm, select a good pitch to swing at, and that's what I did.
Going around the bases, what was the feeling like?
Cuando estaba dando la vuelta a la base, ¿qué se sentía?
Increíble. Una vez que pisé la segunda base, pensé que el estadio se estaba moviendo y creo que era la emoción de la gente.
Yeah, amazing. When I was running second base, I felt the whole stadium moving. I think it was just all the fans.
Your parents were here tonight. How much does it mean to you, Yordan, that they were able to see this?
Tus padres estaban aquí hoy. ¿Qué tanto significa para ti que ellos pudieron ver esto?
No, mucho. Obviamente no estaba teniendo una buena serie mundial y la fe que ellos siempre me brindaron, que confiara, tuviera confianza, las cosas iban a salir bien y salieron.
Yeah, great. Obviously, I wasn't having a great series, but they always put all their faith in me, and thankfully, we were able to do this.
Yordan, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you. Joe, back to you.
Kenny, this has already been a special run for him because for the first time he's been able to share it with his parents, who until this August couldn't get to the United States from Cuba. Got here in August. They've been here since. They just watched their son win a World Series and play a central role in doing so with a legendary home run, still sailing over the batter's eye. That ball is going to keep sailing forever.